amazing, wonderful, fantastic, incredible, and beautifully expressed coach. Yes, you. And look, if you've watched any of these videos, you know I'm here to take our specific small experiences, aspects, skills of our coaching, and let's go deep into this. I'm here to talk about the topic of expressing. And this actually was inspired by first off, this is part of the Coaching Skills Forum calls. And if you have not been on these calls, I can tell you, please, dear coach, trust me when I say you are missing out tremendously. These are free calls that, at the time of this video, I've been doing for 21 years. And every single call is phenomenal and beyond anything I've come across anywhere else. Look, they're free. So you're really missing out on an incredible resource that will absolutely open up and awaken your coaching in incredible ways. Because coaches from all over gather and we explore and express our insights, our discoveries, our experiences of coaching. And in this case, coming up, we're going to be talking about the skill of expressing. Now, this actually comes even from an earlier resource, the International Association of Coaching, and they're looking at the skills very similar to the ICF core competencies. So I want to clarify, because that definition of expressing, and we'll probably cover it on that call, the Coaching Skills Forum. Oh, by the way, Coaching Skills Forum, go get all the information, tons of archived recordings at coachingskillsforum.com. Go there. I cannot express this to you enough, and I will keep pounding that word in. But this is really about, when they talk about expressing, they are talking about how the coach and the coaching and how we are really intentional and clear about how we are communicating and how effectively we are engaging. And I think that that's actually a tremendous small version of this. Now, on the Coaching Skills Forum call, we're going to explore with tons of other coaches. They're going to share their insights and input. Here's where I go. When we talk about expressing, I'm getting away from that standard definition. I haven't even read it to you, because don't worry about it. We're going bigger. Truly. Because when we talk about expressing is about the sharing of who we are, expressing our thoughts, expressing our emotions, expressing our experience, expressing our beliefs, expressing everything about us. And that includes not just talking, but also just emitting and putting it out, revealing. It's all that we're doing in this world. We're constantly expressing ourselves. We're expressing our ideas, we're expressing our memories, we're expressing our wants and our fears and our desires and all of that. So when we talk about coaching, expressing, I mean, that is a massive part about really what we're doing, but we're actually honing that expressing to something very clear and focused. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of expressing that goes on that's not coaching. And it bogs down coaching, and it stagnates coaching, and it just kind of clogs it up, and it makes it, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. There's a lot of expressing that goes on. And there's a lot of expressing that happens in my life. I do it. I get it from other people. That's just like, where is this going? Why do I even care about this? So just expressing is not really helpful. It's not really powerful. It's not really coaching. Expressing, however, at its base core, is really simply taking what is inside and putting it out. That's all that it is. It's whatever is inside me that nobody else has access to. And I am putting the energy and the effort to taking that internal experience and putting it out into the world. We can also talk about like self-expression, being self-expressed, but I'm allowing what is inside me to come out. It's in simplicity. But that in itself is not coaching. Of course, then again, all of our coaching skills that we use in themselves are not coaching. I mean, listening isn't coaching. Being present isn't coaching. All of these things are not in themselves coaching, but they are the skill sets that coaching accesses and utilizes and leverages for really amazing and incredible and profound experiences. So this is really, when we look at harnessing, expressing, we are actually helping our clients in every single session that we take on. Every single session that we're in, if we can look at this, is actually devoted to helping the client learn, discover, and access how to express themselves more authentically and honestly and more genuinely and more truthfully. I mean, they're all kind of saying the same thing, but you get what I'm pointing to. It's actually being able to express ourselves. Why is that the case? Well, let's be honest. Because in our normal everyday world, there's a very different kind of expression that goes on. I mean, we do a lot of surface expressing. Let me tell you this. Let me give you my stories, and I'm going to tell you all the safe expressing. Now, sometimes we will express ourselves and kind of let things out, and then they get messy. I'll yell, I'll scream, I'll cry, I'll implode, or whatever it is. There's parts of me that I'm not excited and proud to express, or when I do express them and they're coming from my fears and they're coming from my shortcomings and my low levels and my safety and survival mode, well, then those expressions often cause problems for me, for those that I love and that are around me. So again, we're talking about coaching, and coaching is not just expressing. Coaching is clear, focused, intentional, purposeful expressing. Now, that also doesn't mean that we're only expressing the good things, right? It's expressing with intention, with purpose, with ownership and responsibility. So we can actually look at the hard stuff. We can look at the unpleasant. We can look at the mess. We can look at that negative expressing with our clients, but we're doing so in a safe container. We're doing so with purpose and integrity. So that makes sense, right? We're not just expressing, we're just expressing clear and focused and purpose. Taking what is in and giving it the space and the permission and the breath to come out. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. The whole essence and experience of the client. They get to express themselves. So now, is that clear? Hopefully that gets all clear, because isn't that what we do in coaching? Yes, of course it is. Of course it is. We are helping our clients learn how to express themselves more clearly, how to articulate and form the words and access the thoughts and the emotions and the ideas and the inner workings and the inner experience that they are going through every single moment of their entire lives, and finding a way to convey it and let it come out for a myriad, incredible, massive amount of purposes and outcomes. But expressing with clarity, purpose, intention, focus, and full ownership and responsibility. Now, dear coach, look, if you've watched any of these videos, if you've been on any of these before, you know I'm going to take this to the core. Absolutely. Because that is where all coaching goes. The core is the 3 powerful principles of masterful coaching. I can tell you, and I have been doing this work for 22 years plus, everything powerful coaching, everything is all about these 3 principles. Let's take a look at them. You will see this, the first one is all about connection. Everything we do with our clients, every single moment of our coaching is all based on and relying intimately on connecting. And quite frankly, there is no better way to connect. Maybe there are better ways, but it's a wonderful way to connect to your clients through their expressing. I mean, if you get that right, to hear what they have to say, to receive it without judgment, without criticism, without blame, without all the stigma that might occur in the outside world that prohibits and programs us to withhold and censor our expressing. And now here's a place where I have full permission to let it come out. And your job, coach, is to receive it. Just receive it. And connect to your client. When you connect to your client, the expressing, it shifts. It becomes richer and deeper, fuller. When you receive, when you connect to your client and are part of that expressing, and in fact, even evoking it, encouraging it, inviting them to express other things. No, tell me more about this. Wait, whoa, I know you want to gloss over that, but please express more. This is how we do beautiful, rich storytelling. No, don't tell me the stuff that's all the surface crap that everybody else hears about. I want you to express the deeper things that are going on. You have permission to let that out, to share, to give. And I will receive it. I mean, come on, let's take a look at all those core competencies, right? That's where trust gets created. That's for just showing deep presence. That is absolutely listening actively. I am here to listen actively. We'll get to evoking transformation in just a minute, but already mindset and all of those absolute beautiful skill sets and core competencies is enhanced and accessed by daring to just connect to your client. And when you do, now they have the freedom and the permission of their full expression. Vice versa, chicken egg, when you are absolutely giving them that space of expressing, when you're inviting it, when you're evoking it, when you're calling it out, when you're opening up and asking for their expressing, you are connecting. And let's take that shift right into the R of our core principles of masterful coaching. R is revealing the client to themselves, revealing. Isn't that what true expressing is all about? Of course it is. Revealing. Don't just tell me about the basic common surface stuff. I want to know more about the real you. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the delicious, the sour, the sweet. I want to know everything. And I want you to reveal your truth. Not just the fear-based truth, your deep, honest truth. Even the things you may not be seeing yourself about yourself. This is where we're peeling back the layers. We're going into the curtains and the crevices and the shadows and all those little places where we don't normally go. And let's go. Let's reveal what's here, and you get to express all of it. You can see how this is just working so beautifully and intimately. And that points us to the E in our core, which is all about empowering our clients. Empowering. When our clients are fully expressed. I mean, let's pause the clients for a minute. Let's look at you, right? When you're fully expressed, that's where your power lies. There's so much deferring of power. There's so much giving it over to others, and they need to change, and they need to fix, and this needs to be different outside of me. But the more that we are honest and true with our expression of self, that is where your client's power lies. That is how you, dear coach, get to access and engage with their power and point them right to it. Do you see your true power? That they are expressing, not even verbally. They're expressing energetically. They're expressing emotionally. They're expressing physically. We express in so many different ways. And we express so much that we may not even be aware of. And our coaching is all about evoking awareness, including, are you aware of all that is going on inside you? Are you aware of all that you are? Are you aware of how magnificent and powerful you are in you? That, if we can just express, help our clients to express, we are connecting, revealing, and empowering in amazing ways. And chicken egg, when we connect, reveal, and empower, if that is your clear commitment, and that is how, we'll get to that next week, and that is how you express yourself. If you express your coaching as I am here to connect, reveal, and empower every single moment, if that is your coaching expression, you have just stepped into an incredible, amazing, powerful, and masterful territory of coaching. Don't take my word for it. Try it out. And then come to me for more, because I can tell you there is so much more. Come to my class, The Fast Past and Masterful Coaching. I promise you, you will hear coaching in a whole new way. You will discover your coaching in amazing depths and levels that cannot be anywhere else. Come to the Coaching Skills Forum calls. They're free. Go get them. You're going to hear coaches, and you get to be one of them, where you get to express your own experience of coaching. Can't wait to see you there. Definitely come back here for more, because there's always more. And until next time, I wish you amazing, incredible, magical, delicious, and fully, richly, beautifully expressed coaching. Hey there, you beautiful, amazing, fantastic, delicious, razzle-dazzle, and masterful coach. Yes, you, masterful coach, because you're watching this, which tells me you are a masterful coach. There's more to learn, and that's where I come in. Go to bedo.org. You'll also see it right here. And go to bedo.org, and that's where you're going to find tons of other materials, resources, videos, recordings, audios, free calls, a free membership level, tons of stuff, incredible amounts of materials just for you. Regardless of whatever level of coach you are right now, you are going to find tremendous value and resource. And it's all here at bedo.org. bedo.org. Go check it out, and I will see you